For a number of years, I've been doing business online, especially in China. I have seen the changes in terms of this online e-commerce platform and how they are presenting themselves and how they are adapting to the world standard. I don't know if you understand, but I'll give an example. So, before it was very hard for someone to use 1688. The navigation, the language, everything was in Chinese, and you cannot understand anything if you've not learned anything in like about Chinese. So many people would use agents, like people can fully understand how to buy from China using 1688, and they use someone who already understands the Chinese language, and then they help them buy items. And the reason is because the 1688 we know now was different few years back. And the reason was because when you look at 1688 and Alibaba, these are one and the same. This is the same company, but they have a different geographical target. So when you talk about Alibaba, Alibaba is the global version for 1688. So Alibaba is mostly in English, everything is done in English, and 1688 was in China, in Chinese. So the reason is because 1688 was meant for people living within China, and for Alibaba was meant for the rest of the world. That's why it's mainly in English. So now many people started targeting to order from 1688 because things were a bit cheaper there, and you know like you get good deals on 1688 than the global version Alibaba, because the difference was, for someone living in China, they have an advantage in terms of if they need something, they can just go down the store and get it. But for them to be encouraged to use the online platforms, then the platform has to make things like very cheap and also readily available for like deliveries, and everything like moves very fast. So for now, for us who are living outside of China, it takes a little bit time. So they make sure that those who are dealing on 1688 would get usually good prices, and because of the easy access of items in China, then they have to choose the best option, which is now mainly online. So I will show you some of the changes that 1688 has done to attract the global market. And not just people living in China, but even us who are living outside of China are able to buy on the platform. So, right just after you open 1688, you can see most of the include the default. And I don't know if there is any chance by which there is a English version or a Chinese version, but I just installed this one from the Apple Store, and then now I have this app, and then I'm able to understand what the product is, the prices, and also everything else like by default. So a few years back there was no conversion of currency, and right now you can understand by the way they put the currency next to the Chinese yen. So for example, I'll take this 56 yen, and then it's equal to $8.08. And many people are familiar with dollars, but may not be familiar with yen. So by so doing, it makes it easier for you to estimate or understand the prices and how they are being set for the um, for the for the price of the product. And then the other thing I've noticed that is a change is the stars. So you can see here there is a 5 stars, 5 stars, and the other thing is certified merchant. Before I couldn't see this one because it was all in Chinese, but right now it has been that it has been changed to um, a more easier way to understand that this merchant is actually certified by 1688. And the other thing that has been changed is how many products have been sold on the platform. So before, I used to confuse the two between actual stock with the actual stock of the seller, like of the same product, and how much they have sold. So here it makes it clear about how much they have sold before. So you can see here they've sold 500 plus, which is a very good number. So you can see also here 600 plus. So this is for the easier for you to understand, so you can make your judgment based on if the seller has sold many items, it means the item is good quality. So that's how you can check. So these are some of the changes that they have made to make the people living outside of China easier for them to find a suitable and good product based on the information that has been given. So I'll click here and then show you another thing that they have done for you to make it easier to pay in terms of payment. So when I click on order, long before it was only Alipay that was the main payment method on 1688, but right now when I click on this, I'm just doing it randomly, and then click on submit, which is here. So this will allow me to go to this section where now I have to make payments, and on payments they have introduced submit, but today I'll come on the small changes. Actually not small, they're actually very big changes that has helped many people to shop freely and easier on the platform. So these changes are actually the ones that have made it now easier for people to do business on the platform. So here you can see that there is a MasterCard and a Visa card. Before only Alipay was used, but right now you can use a Visa card or MasterCard, which has made it very easy for people to buy on 1688 without hassle. So tell me what's your take on this, and then comment in the section below if it is easier to buy right now, or is there anything that can be done to improve, or is it easy for you to make payment right now? Yeah, so thank you very much. See you in my next video, and bye bye for now. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.